In a recent apostolic declaration that has stirred both reverence and reflection across the global Catholic community, Pope Leo XIV has introduced a solemn ritual that all Catholics are urged to perform before entering the sacred space of any church. Hello viewers. Welcome to Matters in Rome. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. Framed as a return to spiritual mindfulness and reverence, this directive is rooted deeply in tradition, biblical symbolism, and the Pope's desire to restore sacred awe in the modern world. The Pope's message: restoring sacred awareness. During a papal address at St. Peter's Basilica earlier this month, Pope Leo XIV emphasized the importance of rediscovering a profound spiritual posture before approaching the house of God. The Church, he declared, is not just a place of gathering, it is the dwelling place of the Holy Eucharist, the throne of divine mercy, and the gateway between heaven and earth. The Pope expressed concern over the growing casualness in how some approach the liturgy and sacred spaces, often distracted by technology, social pressures, or hurried lifestyles. We must not enter as tourists or bystanders, he said, but as humble souls entering the courts of the King of Kings. The required ritual: a three-part act of reverence. Pope Leo's new ritual directive is simple yet powerful. It consists of 3 parts and is intended to be performed at the entrance of any Catholic church before crossing the threshold. 1. The sign of the cross with holy water. Upon arrival, the faithful must dip their fingers into the holy water font, make the sign of the cross, and quietly invoke, "Cleanse me, O Lord, that I may enter your house with a pure heart." This act is not merely a tradition but a reminder of baptism, repentance, and spiritual renewal. 2. A moment of kneeling or bowing. After the sign of the cross, the faithful are to kneel, if physically able, or bow deeply while facing the altar or tabernacle. This brief gesture of humility symbolizes submission to God and acknowledgement of His presence. In this moment of silence, Pope Leo invites Catholics to offer a personal intention or word of thanksgiving. 3. A short prayer of purification. The final step is a short recited prayer, recommended by the Pope himself. Lord, remove from me every distraction, every burden, every pride. Let my soul be silent before you, and my heart ready to receive. This prayer, said quietly at the door of the church, is intended to center the mind and soul, leaving behind the world's noise and focusing on the divine. The spiritual impact. According to Pope Leo, this new ritual is not an obligation under sin, but a sacred discipline that brings the faithful into deeper communion with God. The more prepared the soul, he said, the more grace it receives. He compared this ritual to preparing one's heart like a guest preparing to meet royalty, an act of honor, not routine. Clergy around the world have already begun to implement the practice in parishes, placing printed cards of the ritual near church entrances. Many have reported a renewed sense of peace and order among parishioners. Some describe it as a spiritual threshold, allowing them to enter the Mass more consciously and devoutly. Global reception. Catholics worldwide have shown a mixed but mostly positive response. Devout communities have embraced the change as a beautiful reminder of reverence, while others unfamiliar with older traditions are learning the depth behind these small acts. Social media has also buzzed with clips of congregations performing the ritual together before Mass, especially during early morning or Sunday services. Conclusion. Pope Leo XIV's directive is a call not just to a ritual, but to a way of thinking, a reawakening of spiritual consciousness. In an age of noise, speed, and superficiality, the Pope urges Catholics to slow down and remember whose presence they are about to enter. As millions of Catholics begin to incorporate this 3-part act of reverence, the hope is that church entrances everywhere will become places of silent awe, spiritual resetting, and heartfelt welcome into the house of God. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more.